Wow, wow, and more wow. Welcome to all you wisdom walkers out there. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma coming to you with Wisdom Walk for Self Mastery, Astrology for Self Mastery. And I was going to wait until the new moon, which is on the 25th, but I thought, based on what I've been going through this week, it would be important to share with you some of the astrological aspects and to know that it's tight today, but we're moving forward. And it's been tight energy this week. And one thing that has wonderfully been helping me is the 250 playlist countdown on KUSC, classical music station here in Southern California. And just now, right before we come on, I just finished listening to one of my favorite piano concertos by Rachmaninoff in C minor. And unfortunately, the next one was another one of my favorite orchestral pieces by Beethoven, which is the Pastoral Symphony No. 6. So if you see me in a little bit of like, yeah, it's because I'm like, I so want to put the radio back on and listen. But I won't do that to us. We have some good, important stuff to sort through with this wonderful, blessed equinox energy. Yay! And the flow of Libra season that's coming on the 22nd. So I'm going to share with you the astrology aspects between today, Friday, through to the 22nd. And without further delay, let's go down that lane. Again, just a reminder of our quotes for the month. First one from Astrobutterfly, who I really love and appreciate. And she says, "This is not your wake me up when September ends month." Can attest to that. September has a lot to offer. We have two beautiful, nicely aspected lunations, a new Mercury cycle at 0 degrees Libra, and a bring me good news Mercury-Venus conjunction. Yay! And then Narayana Montufar, my other wonderful astrologer I use a lot, she says, "Welcome to the last weeks of summer. As always, September is a transitional month as it brings the energy of Virgo. Being the only mutable earth sign, Virgo's energy is calming and grounding, while with the finality of helping us put our lives in order before the season ahead." And of course, I've been talking about the final quarter, which I added a month on to, if you didn't notice, September through December. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, the final quarter of 2022. And so August and Leo season were intense, so the opportunity to catch our breath is more than refreshing. Amen to that. Yes. So here's what's going on today, Friday, September the 16th. We have not one, but two really tight energies. We've got a square and an opposition. And the first is a square between Venus and Mars. Yeah, Venus is in Virgo right now, Mars is in Gemini. And, anytime the masculine and the feminine square off, oh, yeah, it's on. It is on. So as it says here, Venus square Mars transit is associated with anger, a lack of self-control, and impulsiveness. So if you are already an impatient or aggressive person, try not to lose your temper if you face rejection today. Compromise will help avoid hostility, but a tendency to agree to anything just to get your way could lead to loss and regret. So again, I was very proud of myself because I set a boundary and didn't put myself into a situation where I knew I could be snapped into my anger. And sometimes my fire doesn't come out externally. but it's going on. People can read it on my face, and it really pushes up my cortisol, which isn't good for my blood pressure. So I hope that those of you today, being aware of that energy, did take the necessary precautions or just leave the situation alone. If you're reading it and this is in the evening, it's still on. So take care of yourself and keep yourself very, very calm. Avoid those situations that can, have you blow your top. It's not worth it, because the other energy today is we've got the sun in Virgo opposing Neptune, which right now is retrograde in Pisces. And as it says, this transit may make you more susceptible to confusion and deception, leading to insecurity and discouragement. If you can avoid ego conflicts and retreat to a safe place, this is an excellent time to develop your creative, spiritual, and charitable nature. Yeah, what's like really, really super cool about this is it really is a time for us to do that. Something else in one of the astrology pieces I read says that there are other ways to express your frustrations safely. Physical tension can be released in productive ways, like through sport, exercise, and I added streaming Korean Netflix romances. If you haven't seen The King's Affection or The Alchemy of Souls, you're missing out. Yeah. And also, like what I was just doing, listening to my classical music. It says you can also channel this energy into a creative work like sculpture or dance. So it's a good thing. Take it, use it, channel it, rather than getting yourself into a situation that you're going to regret much later. Yeah. So the opposition again in with this and Neptune is just be aware that people will take advantage of your kindness. They'll see it as weakness. There are tricksters, there are charlatans, there are people who, for a variety of reasons are going to be inauthentic, and try to get their way, try to sell you things you don't need and all of that stuff, or hack your social media, whatever. So remember, just disconnect and pray for them and leave it alone and take care of yourself. Do something very creative. Another piece it said about today, too. Yeah, I did highlight this. It says, if it sounds too good to be true, then it is. Learn to say no and walk away. Agree to nothing and do not sign anything. Yes, yes, yes. So, again, it's really a day to be still, be more still. We are still in Mercury retrograde. So, the signing of anything, committing to anything right now is not a good idea. We're in a period where we're supposed to go in, we're supposed to reflect, we're supposed to open up to receiving and having the solutions brought to us rather than us trying to figure it out. So, yeah. And this energy will be around throughout the weekend, and on Sunday, though, we begin to get a break. Now, if those of you who are empathic like I am, you may be starting your break today, because we're always like a day or two ahead of the energetics, that people who aren't as empathetic are. So you may be feeling that today, but definitely on Sunday we're going to get another opposition. So again, the energy is tight. The energy is tight, but we also then will get a beautiful trine. So here's what it says about this opposition. It's in Mercury, who is in Libra right now, and opposes Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. And as it says, going through this opposition will be like a game of mental gymnastics as we actively address our opposing views, ensure that justice is achieved through effective communication, and or even reconsider the fairness of our worldviews. Seeing both sides of the story is easier than usual, as the charismatic cosmic messenger Mercury encourages the regressing Jupiter to react appropriately by putting down its weapons. Try not to take things too personally during this thoughtless aspect. Yeah. And this aspect, I believe, is the second one that we have experienced. Let me see if I wrote it on my other sheet here. Yeah, yeah. This is the second time that we've had this opposition this month. The first time was on September the 2nd. So again, it's this, yeah, there's a lot of potential out there for pump, 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 butting heads and but the Mercury being here is trying to say, just open up, put down the weapon, really listen. Maybe there's something new you need to learn, something new you need to consider, but you don't have to be in reaction. That's the really big message. And then on that same day, we get this beautiful trine energy of the sun in Virgo with Pluto, who is retrograde in Capricorn right now. You'll notice how many planets are retrograde this month, too. So that's another sign that we're supposed to be still and going in rather than taking, direct action. And as it says here, this individualistic aspect, meaning we can focus on ourselves, brings confidence and inner power that will help you achieve anything you desire. This transit brings intense and deep experiences. You can have greater power and influence over your own life, allowing for positive transformation, and can also exert this greater power and influence over the events in your life and over the people around you. Yeah, yeah. So that's a sweet, sweet thing to be looking forward to on Sunday. Now, we move into Monday, which is September 19th. And on this day, we start to get the flow energy that's going to carry us through um, into next week. And it is Venus and Virgo trining Uranus, again, retrograde in Taurus. And I love how this message starts off. It's expect the unexpected in matters of the heart and finances as the planet of money and love connects with the planet of surprises. And Uranus right now being retrograde, it is a planet of liberation, and so it still has that energy to bring about the unexpected, which is really, really cool. As it says here, by the way, these could be pleasant surprises, so open your mind to synchronicity. This transit may give you the urge to try something new that can apply to all areas of your life, from hobbies to romance. Your affections will be stimulated, and new love is quite possible under this influence. Yes. So Venus and Uranus coming together. Very, very, very nice. So that'll be on Monday. Now, on Thursday, the 22nd, this is when we come into even more sweetness and more flow because we get into the blessed equinoxes. And I call them blessed because, it's only twice a year that the sun is aligned with our planet to the point where we have equal parts day and night. And that energetic is about the fact that we can achieve some balance. Yes, as it says here, the equinox is a day of balance and harmony as the hours of lightness and darkness are equal. On a similar theme, Libra season brings peace, compromise, and harmony as we try to diffuse situations with grace and charm over the next 4 weeks. Yes, yes, yes. So it's really a time on the 22nd, which is also the monthly Earth Day that I've declared, to really allow ourselves to just pause and experience some harmony. And it can be in relationship, it can be in how you're treating yourself, but allow yourself to consciously absorb this energy of balance. So this does mean that you'll probably need to slow down a little on this day. Yeah, let yourself just kind of slow down and really give yourself permission to be able to experience this sweet, blessed energy. Yeah. Equinox is really, it's sacred because it's not going to happen every day, just twice a year. So take full advantage of this beautiful, beautiful cosmic event. Now, on the same day, the sun is moving away from Virgo and into Libra. So we move into Libra season. And Libra season, which will go until about October the 22nd, is symbolized by the scales, as you see here, which is all about balance. And, this sign is happiest when everything is in equilibrium, when people are happy and getting along, when there are no major injustices making life seem less sweet. It's a cardinal air sign that's ruled by Venus, the love planet, and Venus will fall into Virgo in a couple of days. And so Libra is about living the sweet life, living the sweet life. So celebrate safely, be romantic safely. These are two of the activities that the Libra season really, helps to usher in. And again, we're here in the fall, up in the northern hemisphere. They're in the spring in the southern hemisphere. And so it is this time for that, closing out and opening up. But again, really, really sweet energy. Allow yourself to have it on the 22nd. Yes. And then there also on this day, our final aspect that I want to talk to you about is this wonderful conjunction between Mercury and the sun. Um, and of course, the conjunction means that these two heavenly bodies are in the same sign at the same time. And again, when you think about that, Mercury being that cosmic messenger, the sun being that life force energy, about our aliveness, about our being animated, it's about life force energy. Yeah, yeah. And as it says here, this will be a busy time with many communications, appointments, meetings, social activities, new information to process, and decisions to make. A good time for sharing ideas, making plans, negotiating, and meeting new people. And as I said, because it is a time of the equinox, slow down. Even though you may be busy, give yourself time. Don't rush through the communications or the appointments or the meetings or the social activities. Let yourself have it. Breathe into it. Enjoy it. Yes, yes, yes. And also in this sign, it's saying read over any important contract before putting your signature on it, because during this aspect, major decisions require careful consideration. And again, that is about just we need to slow down, slow down. Yeah. So that 22nd ends out with that beautiful conjunction. And wow, what a sweet, sweet thing that we have. So there you have it. Just want to advertise quickly that I will be doing my second part of Remember What You Are on my Black Hole Radio podcast. I will be putting it into a video by next week. And hopefully that will be, again, helpful to you in your wisdom walk. Also, want to just quickly advertise my book. Still available at Amazon, Kindle, Walmart, Abe's Books, and other online book sellers. And last but not least, just give you some contact information for me. And I hope that today, again, that you stay calm, cool, and collective. Don't go bonkers. Let yourself have a break. Do something constructive. Do something, that is soothing to your soul. And over the weekend, look forward to having this breaking through, some more flow energy showing up. And then look forward to this coming week where we get into Libra season. Thank you so much for listening in. And I so appreciate you and your support. And I will return to give you the remainder of the astrology for the month with a feature of our new moon. And look forward to sharing all of that good stuff with you very soon. Thank you for listening and watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.